Great. I'm so excited to meet you again on air, this being the second weekend of 2022. And today we celebrate yet another beneficiary of the Kenya Airlift program, Brian Kiptalam from Eldoret, and he's just settled in at his university in Michigan State, USA. We'll tell you which university in a moment as Michael Zimanji traces his journey all the way from Eldoret to the US.
I've been dreaming for this moment for a long time. It's a dream come true.
Also on this show, we will tell you how the program works through the eyes of its founders. That is Bob Mwiti, an IT consultant who is based in the US, and Dennis Kiogora, the MCA for Abogeta Westward in Meru.
Through the Kenya Airlift program, our visa acceptance rate is at 92%.
What we are trying to do in the program is to build a community of brilliant Kenyans in America who can do some amazing things.
Great. Let's get going with Michael Zimanji.
It's a chilly Sunday morning. Friends and family of 24-year-old Brian Kiptalam are gathered at his parents' home in Eldoret, Uasin Gishu County. Nerves and excitement fill the air. This is the day they've all been waiting for.
I'm going to Grand Valley State University, which is in Michigan State in the United States. I'm going to study a Master's of Science in Cybersecurity.
Yes, in just 15 hours' time, Brayo, as he's commonly known, will be airborne headed for a new land and a new chapter in his academic life. With his bags packed and documents in order, Brayo settles down for some final words of wisdom from his mother, father, uncle and aunt.
As your uncle, I really want to thank you so far that what you've achieved. And no sky is the limit. Remember, when you go there, be a disciplined person, because it's all discipline that will make you succeed in life. Where you've come from, I'm sure it is discipline.
As your auntie, we are also wishing you the best. We've seen your hard work. We didn't know it was going to be that fast, but we wish you the best. I know as you reach there, be a role model to the others. So go and work hard, have good friends. Avoid, I know America is a place that you can easily get lost. So we wish you the best. Go and have the good friends. When you finish your studies, come back and serve the community also.
And what you've done is totally unbelievable. It's like a dream, but now it has become a reality.
As you go there, I know your parents will not be around, so be a responsible person, take care of yourself, and remember that you've left people behind, your siblings, your parents, your uncles, and your aunties, and even the community at large. So take care of yourself and remember to come back home.
I've been dreaming for this moment for a long time. It's a dream come true. For me, I've been passionate about technology from a long time, since I was in primary, since time in memorial. I've always liked technology. I like solving problems. So cybersecurity was the ideal cause for me.
After the brief conversation, the family rises for a word of prayer.
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, we want to thank you for this day. We want to thank you for the care that you've given us. We want to thank you for Brian.
Next order of business, hitting the road. Driving through the streets where he grew up, Brayo decides to visit his former schools one last time as a way of paying homage to the places that shaped him. His first stop, the Immaculate Heart Juniorate. This is where Brayo began his academic journey. Little did he know that he would one day be leaving for Maju. And it is also here that I finally meet up with the group. Brayo clearly has fond memories of his time here, but our nostalgic visit is cut short by time and we head to our next stop, Mother of Apostles Seminary, where Brayo did his secondary education.
From which year to which year were you here?
From 2011 to 2014.
From our chart, it is clear Brayo is an Eldoret native through and through, because from here, he went on to join the University of Eldoret, where he graduated with a Bachelor's of Science degree in Information Technology in 2019. And it was after joining the job market that Brayo learnt of a golden opportunity, one that he could not ignore.
I came to know about Kenya Airlift program. It was through my aunt. Actually, it was just a link that was posted in some group. Then she told me, just look at it. Ona iko aje, just try talking to those people. So when I joined the WhatsApp group. At first, I did not join the program for almost a year. Ndio wakora ni wengi siku hizi online. I was skeptical, nikakaa, but after some time nikaanza kuona people are traveling abroad. Watu wanaenda US. Nikapata hiyo motivation. I paid the deposits. Then I started studying for an exam called GMAT. GMAT is just a test that you take so that universities abroad can see that you are capable of enrolling for a master's degree in the university. So when you get a good score, they'll see that you have the potential to study the master's in that university.
Yes, that is how the 24-year-old bagged his ticket to Michigan State. Started in 2018 by Florida-based IT consultant Bob Mwiti in collaboration with the member of County Assembly for Abogeta West Ward, Dennis Kiogora, popularly referred to as DMK. The Kenya Airlift program is a unique initiative that has so far successfully sent 45 students abroad to undertake various master's programs in the US.
To qualify, you need to have at least a B in KCSE and a B in maths. But if you have a B+, the maths grade doesn't matter. If you have a B+ and above, the maths grade doesn't matter. Then you join the program and you must have completed your undergraduate degree and gotten a second upper or a first class, and even a second lower that is strong, provided when you calculate your GPA, it will come to 3.0 and above, then you can join the program.
Brian is a very young guy actually. He joined the program, I think, last year. He had done a computer-related program for his undergraduate. He had scored a B+ in KCSE. And a very sharp guy. He did well in the GMAT exam. And I'm happy that he was able to get through this. In fact, actually, I think he got a visa a while back, I think in October. So he was one of those that got the visas early for the group that is going in January. So he's going to Grand Valley State University.
I chose the US because they are highly advanced in technology. And for me, because I've told you I'm a tech guy, I'm sure that I'll get the best skills. If I study in the US, I'm sure I'll be heading the right path in my career.
After our short detour of his secondary school, Brayo is now set to continue with the journey. But before we leave Uasin Gishu County, I am informed that we have to make one final stop at his grandmother's place, an important tradition in his family.
It was very important because I'll be going away for maybe a long time, and this year I've not been able to come to Eldoret that often because I've been in Nairobi, so I felt like it was necessary for me to come and say my goodbyes before I travel abroad.
I'm so excited because I could not imagine at one time one of my children can fly. First, when he told me, I was a bit skeptical, but because I trusted him so much, he explained to me about it. I didn't understand so much, but because of the trust I had in him, I accepted. For one, Brian, I'm so close to him, and at times when I have issues, he's the one who settles. So somehow, I may wish that he remained, but at the same time, because he's also wanting to look for his own, then I'll have to let him go and wish him well.
Brian, growing up, he used to mess up with my gadgets, oftenly, to an extent whereby I tried to scold him, tried to discipline him. So far, what I've seen is passion now. This was now coming up to be a reality. As he goes, I'm sure he's going to make ends meet there.
As a family, we are really excited for what Brian has done. From his childhood up to where he is now. We feel actually he's a very disciplined boy. And all what we want to say is we wish him all the best as he moves to the US. Brian is the second in our family to be going abroad. It's really encouraging so that it gives hope to the other siblings who are still behind. It gives them to work hard so that they can also get a chance of going outside the country.
With that out of the way, it is now time to depart. Armed with prayers, wisdom and blessing, the caravan leaves the homestead and joins the Eldoret-Nakuru Road headed for Jomo Kenyatta International Airport in Nairobi.
Great. From Eldoret to America, but we are not yet there. Follow the story up to the tail end with Michael Simanji right after the break.
You're watching Success with Bob Mwiti Show, presented to you by Upstack America. Upstack America is a consulting company that helps immigrants find amazing higher education and job opportunities in the tech industry in the United States. You can find our programs by going to www.upstackamerica.com. Upstack America, we wake you up to the unlimited potential within you.
24-year-old Brian Kiptalam is on his way to Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. He is headed for Grand Valley State University to pursue a Masters of Science degree in cybersecurity.
When nilikuwa mdogo, I used to open radios, nikafika campus, nilikuwa nafixia watu laptops at a small fee, of course. When I do that, nilikuwa na feel lively a lot when I do those tech stuff.
It is for this reason that when the opportunity to further his studies abroad came knocking, Brayo did not waste any time. This opportunity came through the Kenya Airlift program, an initiative that helps Kenyan scholars further their studies in the US.
I joined the Kenya Airlift Circle in 2020. Paid the initial deposits, communicated with Bob. Actually, Bob called me, told me about the program. It was a through first I saw a phone call from the US, I was surprised. So nilikuwa hapa Eldoret too. On that phone call, we discussed at length about the program. Then after that, they gave me the resources to study.
The reason why you had this program is to take care of all the problems that a lot of bright Africans or bright Kenyans go through. Yeah, one of them is funding. Two is finding good jobs either in the US or back in the country. And three, actually the issue of immigration papers once in the US.
Once interest to join the program has been shown by the aspiring scholar, they then become a member of the Airlift Circle, which is the instrument that the co-founders use to render their services.
Most of the time, like 70% of students who go to the embassy seeking visas using bank statements, they end up getting rejected. But at least through the Kenya Airlift program, our visa acceptance rate is at 92%. We take you through a 3-month training course in GMAT. We train nowadays, we train them, then you do your exam. After you pass your exam and get the required mark, we apply universities for you in the US. Now, when we get admission, we apply to at least 3 universities, and then the one that responds first, we go with it. Then we also involve the students in selecting the courses that they want to do. We take them to do STEM courses in various universities. Then we teach them IT on the side. With the circle, I deal with things that have to happen here. When I put you in the plane to go to America, Bob is waiting for you on that other side. He sorts things on that side, like helping you to get hostels, training you with the job skills, placement services, and all that on that side.
This program basically helps you with everything that you need for you to actually go and study in the US.
I want to say I appreciate the Airlift program because so far I've not incurred anything. So maybe maybe what I can say is on the transport to Nairobi. So far sijatoa chochote, so I'm happy.
Currently, the program has over 400 members from all over the country.
Initially, when we started the program, we started reaching out to students from Meru, from DMK's ward. But we thought about opening up the program to the rest of the Kenyans. We are very, very happy to see that this program is taking care of every Kenyan across the country.
The first students are graduating May this year, 2022. Kina Elsie, you remember you did Elsie's story? Elsie, Wilfred is graduating in May. Elsie is graduating in May. Gitonga went earlier, is graduating. Niels Karani is graduating in May. So the students who went earlier are all graduating in May 2022. So in June, that's when we are going to get them into jobs.
And what we are trying to do in the program is to build a community of brilliant Kenyans in America who can do some amazing things, all right? Not just in the US, but also back here in Kenya.
Back to Brayo's journey. Surrounded by his friends and family, Brayo still can't believe his fortunes.
Actually, it's my first time flying. I'm very excited The first time I was in an aeroplane, remember it was in primary, but it was an airplane haikuwa na engine, ya mnaingia mnaonyeshwa viti. So that was the first time I was in an aeroplane, but I've never entered a flying aeroplane.
After some 150 kilometers, we arrive in Nakuru city, where we make a quick stop. It is here that the family partakes in a final meal together before taking to the road once again. And before you know it, we arrive in the capital. Without wasting any time, we make our way to Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, Terminal 1A, International Departures.
So I'm so happy for you, Brian. Finally, siku imefika, ndio.
And there to see him off is none other than Bob Mwiti, who's in the country for the holidays. Luckily for Brayo, he is not the only beneficiary traveling to the US today. He will be joined by 4 other scholars, Geoffrey Arumba, Paul Akida, Maureen Owino, and Sharon Kirwa, who just like Brayo, is headed to Grand Valley State University to pursue a master's degree in data science and analytics.
All the best, Brian.
After some final words of wisdom, it is time to say goodbye. Brayo will have to make the remaining journey without us, but as he disappears into check-in, his family is confident that the son of Eldoret is in safe hands. Brayo's trip to the US involved an 8-hour journey to Frankfurt, Germany, where they had a 1-hour layover before taking another 9-hour flight to O'Hare Airport in Chicago. They then boarded a regional flight to Grand Rapids in Michigan, arriving at 11 p.m. local time.
There was somebody waiting for us. Alex was waiting for us. He came, got us a cab, took us to a place where we spent the night. Yeah, and in the morning, he showed us where we were going to pick the keys. Yeah, and that's how we started. We are like 5 students who came for the winter semester. We have actually been helping each other around, going to see the school, going to the mall. I actually feel at home because we are a few Kenyans, yeah. Beginning to study next week on 10th January. So I'm excited to go and see how the classroom experience will be.
Wow, from Eldoret to Michigan, a dream come true. And for Brayo, there is nothing but gratitude in his heart to Bob and DMK for the opportunity that he believes will most definitely change his life for the better.
There are a lot of opportunities in this sector on cybersecurity in the US and also in Kenya. In Kenya, when you look in Kenya, there are very few universities that offer cybersecurity. So once I come with a degree from the United States to look for a job, maybe or maybe open a security consultancy firm in Kenya, it will be highly marketable. Yeah, I feel extremely lucky.
Thank you, Michael, for that captivating story, and we wish Brian all the best as he begins his life in the States. Time now for our back home segment, and today we are featuring We Got Gardens, a very unique getaway on Kajulu Hills overlooking Kisumu City. Take a look.
Very spacious here.
Very spacious. We got means on top of the hill, and we are located right on top of Kajulu Hills, Kisumu County. This is about 6 kilometers from the CBD. What sets us apart from any other facility is that when you come here, you get immersed in nature. There's nature all around, so there's that freshness that nature brings.
Away from the hustles and the bustles of the CBD.
Yes, away from the noise, away from the pollution. The pool gives you a view of the lake, Nandi Escarpment on the one hand, and the Kano Plains.
You even see planes flying, going to land to the airport.
You can have your flight booking and then wait for it right at the pool, so that as it passes, you run and meet it at the airport. We have 6 conference rooms with a combined capacity of 280. We do team building activities. We have plenty of wedding grounds. We have children's play facilities. We have 7 tents. The tents are made with the environment in mind. They are eco-friendly, makuti thatch, tented walls. The climate control is natural. Then we have family suites, comprise a separate bedroom and a living room. That would accommodate a family of 4, 2 in the bedroom and 2 in the living area. Then we have standard rooms, and our standard rooms are what would go for a deluxe elsewhere because they're very spacious. And then we have the highest, which is a presidential suite. A presidential suite has 3 bedrooms.
Okay.
It has a private meeting area, a private dining room, a kitchen.
What else is unique about We Got Gardens?
We have a track, our own trail within here, a nature trail. You can just have that refreshing evening walk or morning. And then we have almost hundreds of bird species. Most recently, we have launched We Got School of Hospitality because we realized that there's a gap there. We have a high-class hotel, and so we want to use the facility to be able to train future hospitality workers. Because people come from the colleges and there's a disconnect between the theoretical knowledge they get and the ability to practice.
What do you have for tourists? There could be local tourists or international tourists. I mean, this being part of the Western Circuit.
Exactly. When you come, we have packages that are inclusive. Inclusive accommodation, inclusive a tour of the city of Kisumu Museum, where you get to experience the Luo culture. You have the lake, boat rides there. The lake is also a very good bird watching place. We have packages that cover Kakamega Forest, Rusinga Island. Then you have Ruma National Park, Homa Bay. There's Ndere Island. If you came here and stayed for a week, your itinerary will be well covered. We have laced international cuisine with the local cuisine. Fish is a staple in this area. We are able to enjoy our fish the way we have cooked it in this region for as long as we have existed. These are the names for the cottages. So these are Luo names for the big 5. Joey is buffalo. Kwach is leopard. Sibur is lion. Tiga Ngutebor is giraffe.
Sounds good.
Ngutebor is that the one with the long neck.
I like the sound.
Yes.
Tiga Ngutebor.
Ngutebor. Then Umuga is rhino.
Oh, I didn't know Umuga is a name of an animal.
Umuga is rhino.
Rhino.
Yes.
Okay.
And then Rao.
Si Rao tunajua ni baba.
No. Rao is hippo. Hippopotamus.
Okay. So Felix, now who are your typical clients, or who is your typical client?
Domestic tourists, locals who would like to have a good time, to explore their country, make up 80% of our clientele. Then we have the other 20% international tourists.
Okay. With that story about the touristic We Got Gardens on Kajulu Hills overlooking Kisumu City, we come to the end of the show. Remember earlier, Michael Simanji brought us the story of Brian Kiptalam from Eldoret, who is just settled in the US under the Kenya Airlift program to begin his master's program. Until we meet again next time, many thanks for watching and bye-bye for now.
You've been watching Success with Bob Mwiti Show, brought to you by Upstake America. Come back next time to hear more steps and missteps that I took on the path to becoming a successful immigrant in USA. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn.